Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning in to the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, several cards came out for the overall energy. We've got the King of Swords in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. Feels like someone is outwardly showing some type of force, trying to control a narrative. What's interesting is there's no fight in this. Someone's trying to create some type of false communication. But with the Five of Wands in reverse, it doesn't feel like it's getting any traction. It's not causing the upset that it's meant to. Who's Eight of Wands? Okay. This might be a lot of communication, a lot of emotional, fiery. Someone's upset, but it's not having the reaction that they're expecting. It's not creating the fight. Feels like someone's communicating, bringing some type of communication towards you. And you're not reacting at all from this. Feels like this person is saying a lot. This could be family, someone close. Could be around you being celebrated, you having a foundation. And it feels like this person is upset, clearly, trying to create some type of betrayal, trying to get you to feel betrayed, feel hurt. It's not having the impact that they expect. You're looking very abundant, very supported, very focused on what you're creating for yourself. It looks like this person is trying to communicate something negative about you. It feels like they're communicating to a crowd. It doesn't feel like they're talking to you specifically. It feels like you're either in a crowd, in a group situation. So it feels like a public, like someone is trying to call you out in a public way. And it doesn't look like it's having an effect on you. Yeah, this person, there's no fight, there's no energy to this. It feels like, for one, it's the wrong crowd. It looks like the people around you support you. And so whatever this communication is, it's just not having the effect. Okay. This is someone, boy, they're outraged. They don't know how to, they're reactive. They're really in their emotions here. very upset. It feels like they can't perceive anything else other than how they're perceiving the situation. It's a comfort zone. They're overwhelmed. They don't have options. It's around some type of broken contract. What's the, let me get a different deck. What's the broken contract? What's this broken contract in regards to? So it could be a literal contract, something, an agreement that was broken, or it could be a conscious or unconscious agreement that's being broken here. What's the agreement? Anything more that would help the viewer understand what this is? All right, thank you. All right, a funeral, success and love, grief and sorrow reversed, the thievery reversed, the living room reversed. So it's around an ending, a broken contract, an ending, an end in love. Got a bird in my bird feeder on the window. He's real talkative. That's so awesome. Okay. An end. It feels like it's an end to a love story. Someone's not sorry at all. Grief and sorrow reversed. They're not sorry for this ending. The thievery in reverse. They didn't steal. They didn't steal something. Not in the living room. This feels like it's public. It's not in the living room. Someone might have a story about you that you stole something. There's an unapologetic energy here. You're showing up in this current energy as the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Very loving, emotionally sound, mature, understanding. It's an internal maturity and loving care. It feels like you're doing really well. And there's someone that's not happy with their own life, and they perceive you as the problem. Feels like they're trying to say something in a public way. Devil card. It feels like this might be an ex or someone with funeral, success and love, and grief and sorrow reverse. It feels like there's an end to a love story. And either you're unapologetic and they're having difficulty with that. And so it feels like someone's trying to cause some type of blow up about you. But it's not getting any traction because people support you. It feels like you've healed. You're looking very good, looking very abundant. And this person doesn't have the higher ground. It's very interesting. It feels like they're upset with your success. after an ending. I don't think this is how they expected things to go. In what's hidden, we have the Eight of Cups. A lot of emotions, a need to walk away from a situation that's unfulfilling. Yeah, there are 8 cups, but you don't enjoy what's in the 8 cups. And so there's a determination. It's time to walk away. These are 8 cups. But you either don't like what's in the cups or it's just not enough. And that feels very fair. All right, so what is the viewer walking away from? Well, that's interesting. The Emperor and Queen of Pentacles came out in a challenging position. It feels like it's a challenge for you to walk away, to take the lead, to lead yourself out of a situation that has emotional attachments. There's emotions there, but it doesn't feel like it's enough. And so you might be feeling like you've been settling, not enjoying your environment at all. There's a challenge to find resources, to take the lead, to find your stability and security and take it with you. Oh, there's something about the environment that you're in that creates some type of stability, maybe financial, home, and it's a challenge to perceive. It feels like you don't feel like you have the resources to walk away, to take the lead. It feels like maybe you have had others lead you or that want to lead you. And so it is a challenge to step into your authority, step into your ability to lead yourself, find the resources that you need, find your inner stability and security so you can take the steps that you need to move into an environment that's more conducive for what you want as a soul. Anything else that's hidden from the viewer that would be helpful? Anything else? All right. Page of Cups. Who's the Page of Cups? What do we need? Okay. All right. This could be a child. This feels like a very innocent person. Someone maybe a little naive. Feels like whoever this is, it feels like there's this wish, a desire to have your happily ever after, and a realization that you have not been in activities that create your happiness. Maybe you were engaged in activities and a life that you thought would lead to your soul fulfillment, and you're recognizing, I really want to be happy. And what's coming to light, what was hidden before, feels like there might be financial abuse here. Someone who didn't invest in you, and which makes sense why finances and stability and security are coming up as a concern. It feels like what's coming to light is that you have been around people who don't give to you, don't pour into you, don't value you. And there's this, it feels like there's a really simple intention here that I'm perceiving in this reading of, it feels like you're having to deconstruct a lot of what you thought was true about life here, about your life, about adulting, and kind of going back and to that authentic part of you. Feels like you're choosing to be happy despite what you've gone through, and that's huge. Anything else? And there's something here around taking control of your destiny, of your life, not allowing others to dictate how you show up. It feels like you're switching from maybe being in service to others. Maybe that's how you were raised to show up, and it feels like you're taking your own lead. You're decentering those who feel comfortable, and that you maybe had unconscious agreements around, you lead me, you show me, I'll acquiesce and let you lead. And it feels like there's a real need to take the lead here, to take control of your own life and recognize that how unhappy you've been in a connection, maybe in many relationships, adult relationships. All right. The advice and outcome is the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. I love that this Ace of Pentacles is a sunflower. Happiness. Feels like you're planting seeds of happiness. You have a new life, a new opportunity here to, for some of you, start over. But you never start over from scratch. You start over from a vantage point of the wisdom and what you've learned in your life. So it feels like you're nurturing a new beginning. There's some type of new opportunity here. What does the viewer need to know about this new opportunity? What would help them cultivate? That's so funny. I do see the Ace of Pentacles as a seed. And so it's not, if someone gave you a seed, you wouldn't be like, wow, thanks. Because you have to water it. You have to plant it in the correct soil where there's enough light, where the soil has nutrients, where it has enough water, where the conditions are correct so it can grow, so you can nurture it into existence. And it looks like you are unmasking, no longer juggling. Boy, some of you, it feels like you are leaving some type of situation where obviously there's someone who has issues with you, where there's a broken agreement, where there's a need for you to take the lead. And it looks like there's a potential here for a new beginning. I love that I said that this is a seed, and then the Sun card came out. This is an interesting version of the Sun card. The part that came up, do you see how the child and horse are present, but there's this giant wall and guards on it, and it's nighttime, even though this is the sun card. It feels like right now you have a potential access to the sun, to clarity, to joy, to happiness, but it feels like it's on the other side of getting out of some type of situation or environment where your happiness is very limited. It feels like you're caring for, it feels like balance coming in with your masculine and feminine energies, as above, so below. Feels very healing, very complete. Anything else that around advice and outcome? There might be a sense of hopelessness and despair. Is that your energy, or is that in the environment? The Star card in reverse. Remember to follow your North Star. Feels like there's a lot of really uncomfortable emotions that might be coming up to be felt, to be alchemized. Star reversed are some of the hardest, personally, I find, difficult emotions to alchemize, to feel, to allow yourself to feel, to sit in that space of hopelessness and despair. When I'm in this energy of hopelessness and despair, I forget that I've ever felt happiness or any good feeling. And those energies tell you, you've always felt this, you've only pretended to be happy, you'll never leave this space. It's just insidious, the type of messages when I'm in that space. If you can call it what it is and remind yourself it's okay to feel these things. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. New love. Love yourself even in those uncomfortable, painful spaces. There is a lot of hopelessness and despair in the collective. So you might be feeling your own hopelessness and despair arising from your own personal situation. I think it would help to recognize that you are part of the collective, and the collective is feeling a great deal of despair at the time. Beautiful. As I said that, so after I gave that message, I could see a lot of you creating, holding space for the collective to process through. You are part of the collective. Beautiful. Just an intentional desire that those who are in hopelessness and despair, that they find their way to the light, that they find their way. Anything else? Any last messages of guidance or support for the collective? Okay, this goes back to the original messages about some type of communication directed towards you publicly. It feels kind of public. It could be like in a group, so it doesn't have to be outside, but it feels like it's more than just an exchange between you and someone else. Someone saying something very negatively, trying to force a narrative. And there's a message here that it could really create a reaction response from you instead of, it feels like for some of us who are going to experience this or are experiencing this, it takes you out of your intuition. There's a need to stay balanced in your thoughts, middle path. Say less, stay balanced, become the energy of justice. Balanced, in aligned. Don't match this person's energy. Don't mirror them. How can you allow them to say what they need to say and stay in your own space, stay balanced? So, all right, those are your messages. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. These are collaborative readings, co-creative. So, thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.